With this, we will start the proceedings of inauguration. First of all, I would request President OSP Federal, Professor Tayyib Afghani, to take his seat. Next, I would request President OSP Quetta, Professor Shams Bazai, to come and take his seat. May I mention that this was the first conference which was co-held by OSP Federal and OSP Quetta. I would request the General Secretary, OSP Quetta, Dr. Iftikhar Tareen, to come and take his chair. Next, I would request the Chairman Scientific Committee, Professor Amir Yaqoob, to come and take his place. I would request Professor Major General Mazhar Ishaq, President OSP Center, to come to the stage. And lastly, I would request our chief guest, Professor Lieutenant General Retired Mustafa Kamal Akbar, to come to the stage. We start the proceedings with recitation of Holy Quran. I would request Dr. Mahmood to come to the rostrum and recite verses of Holy Quran. Dr. Mahmood.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم والضحى والليل إذا سجى ما ودعك ربك وما قلى وللآخرة خير لك من الأولى ولسوف يعطيك ربك فترضى ألم يجدك يتيما فآوى ووجدك ضالا فهدى ووجدك عائلا فأغنى فأما اليتيم فلا تقهر وأما السائل فلا تنهر وأما بنعمة ربك فحدث صدق الله العظيم.
Jazakallah. Just a short announcement that lunch would be served in Chinar Hall after the inauguration. इसलिए थोड़ा सा सब्र कर लेंगे. Next, I would request all to raise from their seats for national anthem. Next, I would request President OSP Federal, Professor Tayyib Afghani, to give his welcome address.
Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Lieutenant General Retired Mustafa Kamal Akbar Sahib, Major General Retired Mazhar Ishaq Sahib, President OSP Quetta, Honorable Delegates, on behalf of OSP Federal and OSP Quetta, I welcome you all in this most sought after scientific and academic activity in the country. I won't take much of your time, but just a welcoming statement. However, it will be a pleasant surprise for all of you that this meeting today is actually happens to be multinational, international meeting. We have delegates from 3 other countries, Jordan, Palestine, and Afghanistan, as part of this meeting. So it can be rightly called an international meeting. We welcome all of you, and I will specially mention, without mentioning it, my speech will not be complete. I'll especially mention the efforts and commitment of our evergreen, ever-present, hard-working General Secretary, Lieutenant Colonel Retired Shahzad Saeed Saab. Thank you very much, and please enjoy the meeting and the beautiful environment. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. Next, I would request Dr. Iftikhar Tareen to represent OSP Quetta to give his welcome address.
Thank you, Dr. Shahzad. Assalamu alaikum. My dear colleagues, seniors, and honorable guests and chief guest, Assalamu alaikum. I hope that my guests will be enjoying the scenic beauty of the Bourbon. I am really thankful to Major General Professor Mazhar Ishaq Saab, President OSP Center, Professor Tayyib Afghani Saab, President OSP Federal, Professor Dr. Amar Yaqub Saab, President-elect OSP Center, and OSP Federal. Colonel Shahzad Saeed Saab, GS OSP Federal and Center, for their tireless efforts and hard work to arrange these arrangements. The idea was floated by Colonel Shahzad Saeed when the OSP Federal Conference has been delayed due to some political activism in Islamabad last time. The idea of combining these 2 sister societies conference together was floated by Shahzad Saab, and we worked on it. The logic behind was that to set a new trend of conducting 2 conferences between the 2 sister OSP branches, to get the best possible knowledge and from the single location where international and national delegates and speakers are invited. These helps us to save the time and cost, and also reduce the load on the pharmaceutical companies as well. Secondly, the situation in Balochistan due to floods are not favorable for conducting the conference over there in Quetta, and make possible to agree the people to come to the Quetta. Most of the time, they are reluctant to come to Quetta. Since long, law and order situation in Quetta is debated. If it is unfortunate that we are living there in Quetta, it is unfavorable to others, but it is very much favorable to us to conduct a conference over there in Quetta. But the peoples are reluctant to come over there. But once they come, their perception is changed. I am requesting my all colleague guests to change your perception. Please visit us and taste our hospitality over there in Quetta. And in future, we are planning to arrange OSP Quetta conference at Gwadar. But the mere problem which we are facing is transportation. Whenever Gwadar airport is fully operational, we'll start work on it. In the last, I will not come in that I am very thankful to all of you to honor us and participating over here in this conference and honored us with your presence. Thank you, all of you.
Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. General Mustafa Kamal Akbar, Professor Tayyib, Professor Shams Beza, my dear delegates, ladies and gentlemen, Assalamu alaikum. It's an immense pleasure that we have been able to conduct and this conference. And I was just thinking about contemplating that for the last couple of years, we are going in circles of having problems, whatever we are doing. Last time it was COVID, and this time we had a political uncertainty. Even a couple of days ago, one of the company rep rang me up and says, "Sir, long march की वजह से क्या होएगा?" मैंने कहा अल्लाह का नाम लेते हैं, अभी बहुत long marches हो चुके हैं. Let's hope so कि we are able to conduct this conference. But alhamdulillah, we are very successful. I'm really grateful for all the delegates to make it over here. I'm really grateful to all the pharmaceutical companies who have been able to come and participate over here. My special thanks to OSP Balochistan to take this opportunity and join hands with OSP Federal Branch. And I think so the future trends with all the scenarios which are that time has come where we may have to decrease the number of conferences and look into it how we can all work together on this. I think so this may be a point of our next agendas also, and hopefully we will come up so that the content of the conference is good and it is not repeated, and moreover it is not causing burden to the pharmaceutical companies and even for the OSP itself. We are grateful for all the speakers who have participated and give their best possible results to us. It's very important from my point of view that to thank all my staff and all those people who are not visible, who have worked very hard for this thing, and also all the Executive Council of OSP Islamabad who have worked hard under the able leadership of Professor Tayyib Akhwani and Colonel Shehzad to improve upon whatever possible is done. With this, thank you very much, and Allah Hafiz.
Next, I would request our chief guest, Professor Lieutenant General Retired Mustafa Kamal Akbar, to give his address.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum. It gives me great pleasure to welcome all of you to Bourbon, which we most have been looking forward to for the past 2 years. Unfortunately, due to various reasons, this has been delayed. And the good thing is that Quetta people have also joined us, and hopefully when they have their conference, more of us will go there. And I look forward to you all coming next year as well. Thank you very much.
We have a few shields to distribute. I would request the honorable guest to kindly sir नीचे आ जाइए ताकि यहाँ नीचे ही हम सारों को शील्ड्स दे दें. सर को नीचे कुर्सी रख देते. The first shield is for President OSP Federal, Professor Tayyib Afghani. Next is for Professor Shams Bazai, President, OSP Quetta. Our chairman, scientific committee, Professor Brigadier Amir Yaqub, worked twice this time because we made the program in May and then had to reshuffle it again for October. We thank you for that, sir. Next is Dr. Iftikhar Tareen, General Secretary, OSP Quetta. Next is Dr. Shehzad Saeed, General Secretary, OSP Federal.
I think we should have more clapping.
Next, I would request Professor Major General Mazhar Ishaq, President, OSP Center, to receive his shield. Next, I would request General Mazhar Ishaq to present the shield to our chief guest, Professor Lieutenant General Retired Mustafa Kamal Akbar. Before the vote of thanks, we would acknowledge 5 of our dear colleagues who have really made us proud. इस वक्त पाकिस्तान में 5 मेडिकल कॉलेजेस के प्रिंसिपल्स ऑफ्थल्मोलॉजिस्ट हैं, एंड दिस इज़ नॉट अ स्मॉल थिंग. दिस speaks of the administrative values that we have inculcated, and I'm sure Ophthalmological Society of Pakistan has a big role in that. So I would request Professor Nadeem Hafiz Bhatt, Principal Allama Iqbal Medical College Lahore, to come and receive his shield. Next, I would invite a lady ophthalmologist who has always made us proud, Professor Sophia Farooq, Principal Quaid-e-Azam Medical College, Bhavalpur. Next shield is presented to Professor Shams Bazai, Principal Laura Lai Medical College. दो और भी प्रिंसिपल्स हैं, अनफॉर्चुनेटली दे आर नॉट हेयर. मैं सिर्फ उनका नाम मेंशन कर दूंगा. प्रोफेसर राव राशिद कमर, प्रिंसिपल निश्तर मेडिकल कॉलेज मुल्तान, एंड प्रोफेसर शकीब अनवर, प्रिंसिपल रावल मेडिकल कॉलेज इस्लामाबाद. इनको हम शील्ड्स पहुंचा देंगे सर. I would request President OSP Federal, Professor Tayyib Afghani, to give vote of thanks, and after that we would have a group photo here. और इसके बाद हमने inauguration करनी है exhibition की, and from there I would request everybody to move to Chinar Hall downstairs for lunch.
Thank you very much, everyone. I think this is, we have, our meeting is going wonderfully because of participation for all those, and because of the team that has worked behind the scenes. Dr. Shehzad Saeed Saab, his team, and OSP Center, OSP Quetta. I'm really thankful to all of them. And of course, the backbone is our pharmaceutical people. I also thank all of them for participating and making this event a great success. Thank you very much. Please join us, the shield holders, for group photo here. All are requested.
After this, we'll have the inauguration of the exhibition, and we can move then for lunch.